welcome back. We are really working our way through the ocean. We have learned a lot already. Do you remember the 5 oceans? Atlantic, Pacific, Arctic, Indian, Southern. Do you remember those? Okay. And I know we've learned a lot already about some of the animals, but today we're going to be learning about sea turtles. Don't you love them? They're so beautiful. Now, you already know about regular turtles, and I showed you that turtle shell. I took it back to school, or I would have showed it to you again. But we learned about turtles, the reptile, the turtle that lives on land, a land turtle, right? And you probably have seen a turtle here in Arkansas. I know I like to tell the story about me capturing the turtles and playing with the turtles and then sending them back in my yard, okay? But I want you to take a look at this land turtle and his legs. I know it's a toy, but you can see how he has stumpy kind of legs. Yeah. I want you to notice his legs and then take a look at my sea turtle. How are they alike and how are they different? That's a good picture. Did you notice right away? Yeah. He has flippers instead of those stumpy legs for land, for walking. This guy has some flippers because he really is a swimming turtle. He can go on land, but he spends most of his time in the water. Yeah. So, those are called flippers. Let me move this over here. There we go. That's better. Let me turn this down too. Okay. So we're going to learn about sea turtles. So in your packet, you have this really cool sea turtle that you're going to get to color and cut and add to your seaweed and make your ocean. Okay? You're going to need your factual page that we're going to highlight. Remember, if you don't have one of these, you can just listen for facts because the goal is to listen and to comprehend and understand some of the facts that you've learned and then write about it. Okay? Because then we have our writing paper too. Okay? So those are the things we're going to need for this lesson. All right, on sea turtles. And let me see if there are any things that I want to show you. Oh, if you could see the inside of a turtle, a sea turtle, this is what it would look like. You can see that he has a skeleton, look, inside his body. And then this is his shell on the outside. You see that? It's kind of like he carries his home with him, doesn't he? Let's see. And it's kind of sad. Sea turtles are endangered because what happens is the mama lays her eggs on the beach. She makes a little nest. She deposits all her little eggs, but then the mama leaves. She doesn't stay there to guard her nest. And when they hatch, they just instinctively know, the baby turtles, they just know that they have to get to the water. So as soon as they hatch, they try really quickly to get off the sand and into the water and swim away. But sometimes they make it, sometimes they don't. Other predators might try to get them first. Like seagulls will be waiting and they'll see those little babies hatch and they'll swoop down and try to eat them. So some of the eggs make it, some of them don't. Look, even a little raccoon is here trying to steal the little eggs from the beach. Yeah. Humans like to bother the sea turtle eggs if they find a nest. They are endangered, so people usually try to leave them alone, or they could be arrested, you know, because it is against the law. Here's a big crab trying to steal a baby turtle. Look. Aww. Yeah, but when they finally do hatch, like I said, lots of them will be born, and lots of them will try to make it. But kind of like frog eggs don't always make it because other creatures will eat them. Same with the turtles. Some will make it and some will not. All right, so let's do some highlighting. And of course, I lost my highlighter. Boy, oh boy, Miss Circle. Okay, you ready? Let's read and listen for some facts. It says sea turtles are turtles that live in all oceans of the world, except the Arctic. Too cold for the Arctic, yeah. Let's see, most species, that doesn't mean all, most species of sea turtles are endangered. That means that you have to take care of them or we're not going to have them anymore. Okay? The biggest sea turtle is the leatherback. And if you've ever watched Finding Nemo, where the, what was his name? Not Finn, is it Finn? No. The sea turtle that's in Nemo, he's a leatherback sea turtle. It can grow to be 6 or 7 feet tall, long, and can weigh up to 1,300 pounds. 1,300 pounds, that's a pretty heavy animal. But they can grow to be 6 or 7 feet. That's like a grown man, like Mr. Needham, laying down on the floor. That's how big those sea turtles could get. So maybe you didn't think they were that big, but they are. And they're pretty heavy too, probably from their shell. Sea turtles breathe air, but they can stay underwater for long amounts of time. So we can hold our breath, like Mr. Gerbil's better at it than I am. I can hold my breath for like 30 seconds, not very long. But he can hold his breath for up to 2 minutes. Yeah, well, sea turtles hold theirs for longer than that. But they do have to come up for air. They are reptiles, but they need air to breathe. Let's see. Most sea turtles can live up to be 80 years old. So they can get pretty old, like a grown-up, old, 80 years old. So I found some facts, and I hope you did too. Don't forget to highlight the words you think you're going to use in your writing. Here's what I want you to do. It says, what was the main idea? Like, what was that story mostly about? Tell me that. Write 2 facts that you learned about sea turtles, and then your opinion. Why do I always get the hiccups when I teach lessons? I don't know. Maybe after lunch. Your opinion is if you like sea turtles or not. If you like them, why or why not? And then, of course, you get to make your sea turtle. And there he is. He has the hard shell. He has his flippers so that he can swim fast and get away. Yeah. He's a reptile who breathes air, and he has to come up for air. He can hold his breath, but he has to come up for air. All right, so those are our facts about the sea turtle. I hope you really enjoyed your lesson, and keep learning.